Alright, folks. Huge movie fanatic Nate back for another soon to be famous audio review because I don't want to comb my hair or bother setting up the camera for this review of the very lackluster Soul Survivors from the producers of I Know What You Did Last Summer and Urgent and Urban Legend comes Soul Survivors. Now this DVD is labeled The Killer Cut, which, I mean, it says it's R, so I don't know. It says the never before seen Killer Cut, the version you weren't allowed to see on the big screen. Like, if this is the better version, woe to the man who saw the non-killer cut, because for me, Soul Survivors is a 0-star movie. It was one of the most hardest movies to get through. As a matter of fact, I watched it, I think, in 2 or 3 separate parts, and it's only it says it's 85 minutes long. I watched the first 30 minutes or something, and then I put like the rest of it on like a Galaxy 5, Samsung Galaxy 5 that I put in a little baggie and watch videos and, while I'm sitting in the bathtub, because I didn't want to waste like TV time and, DVD, Blu-ray player hours on this fucking movie. So I'm like, let's just rip the rest of this and just sit in the tub, watch it sometime, while I'm just sitting in the tub, and that's how I watched finish this. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have even finished it. I mean, this movie was so fucking stupid. Now, the thing is, I actually like Wes Bentley. The first thing I can remember seeing him in, which we've reviewed, is P2, the letter P2, the A New Level of Terror, or which is the Summit movie about the woman getting trapped in the parking garage on Christmas Eve. So that, I actually liked Wes Bentley quite a bit in that movie, and I was, I didn't really necessarily read the cover, really necessarily know who it was until it started playing. I'm like, oh cool, he's in it. And Casey Affleck, I'm not a fan necessarily, I don't care one way or another about him. Luke Wilson, I'm looking at the cover right now, and it's just like, oh my god. And of course we have Elza, I don't know how to pronounce her name, Dushku, from, everyone knows, from True Lies. Get away from me, you wacko! Don't come any closer, you wacko! Which you love so much from that, and of course Wrong Turn, which if we don't review, I'll probably do a review of someday. I'm gonna wait for the warm weather for those kind of woodsy movies, to review the woodsy movies, so you unfortunately won't see a review of Wrong Turn anytime soon, but it's definitely something to be done in the future, whether it's with me and Matt or just myself. Back to Soul Survivors, I just have to laugh at the killer cut, because this is, so as I was saying, this is a 0-star movie for me. It was, when it first started, and there were these long-haired, one of them was long-haired guy, this girl's leaving a party or something like that, and it was, the whole movie, it started how the beginning of Scream 2, when they're watching Stab, how the Stab movie was just intentionally kind of lame and stupid. This whole movie is worse than those clips you see of the movie Stab in Scream 2, And when I first started, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. It, must be like a movie within a movie, and it's just like, no, it turned out this was just a movie. It was so lame that I was waiting for it to even 40 minutes in, I was waiting for the movie within the movie to stop, and then I couldn't believe it. So Soul Survivor, or Soul, it's called Soul Survivors. How come there's the word Soul Survivor on the back? It's like, is that a misprint? Because there is an older movie called Soul Survivor. So, I don't know, this is just, I mean, literally was almost like, did I say I paid $2 for this? I paid $2 for it. at Half Price Books. So this was literally a movie that I almost didn't finish. There's nothing good about this movie. Now I will say that the end result, which I'm not going to bother saying because I don't necessarily remember how it turned out, but the twist at the end that ends up happening was sure not enough of a reason to watch this whole goddamn thing, but it was kind of like, oh, well, at least that's there. I mean, that was kind of a cool ending, but this movie is still 0 stars. This movie's, because for me, you spent 80 whatever, 3 or 4 minutes of time just absolutely wasted to get to this twist ending and to be like, oh, when it should have been, it could have been just like a Twilight Zone episode or something. You don't waste all this fucking time, like 83 minutes, if you're just gonna doing absolutely nothing, which the movie does. If the whole movie is absolutely just nothing. Soul Survivors, I mean, shit. What's funny about this is I passed it up a couple times at Half Price Books clearance bin for $3. I was like, how did I get that? No. Like, at least twice I passed it up, and this time I was like, $2. It was $1 cheaper, so I'm like, okay, I'll bite on $2, and gosh damn it. Oh well. I guess there's really not much else to say about Soul Survivors. The Killer Cut. I mean, I wonder where you can get the normal cut, because the world of the dead and the world of the living are about to collide. Yeah, fuck you. So I will say, that the end twist was slightly, barely, kind of, almost beginning to slightly kind of almost be a good idea. But it wasn't worth, ideally you want to make the rest of the movie and not just the last 30 seconds interesting. You want to make the whole, in this case, 85-minute movie be interesting. And the movie is just so lame and holy shit, it was stupid. So I guess to save time, and not that I don't know why I have to save time. just not to waste your time. I'll leave it at that. So thank you very much for watching or listening, and we'll catch you guys next time.